A song that used to mean something. Yet another tradition ruined by greed. David?
So The Athletic put together a oddly specific prediction for every top 25 team. We are not going all over 12-25, but I'm going to pick
What about
a few.
Texas San Antonio?
No.
Meat.
I'm going to, no.
Frankie Harris?
Not doing
Let's
Texas.
do all 25.
No, we are
Rapid
not.
fire.
I'm going to start with number 21. Oddly specific that Tanner Mordecai will eclipse Russell Wilson's single season record of passing yards and touchdowns, which was 33 touchdowns and 3,100 yards in 2011. And Wisconsin will also win the Big Ten.
What?
West or I'm going to...
The Big Ten.
Okay. All right. Do you want this or you want me to go? I have no... Go ahead.
They're not winning the Big Ten. Nobody from the West is winning the Big Ten. And in terms of him throwing for all those yards, they are going to the air raid. Phil Longo in town.
Correct.
But this is also a major identity shift for Wisconsin. They still have Braylon Allen. They still have these 330-pound offensive linemen. David, I don't think it's going to come together in year one right away.
Mordecai, SMU transfer, talented kid, started at Oklahoma, but dude, you're going to waltz in? I think it's too much, as Jim puts it. It's an identity crisis. I can't do that.
Number 11, Washington will win the Pac-12. I don't think that's a crazy prediction.
No.
But they will make the college football playoffs, they say.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, there aren't that many really good teams in America if we think about it. The Big Ten is going to be cannibalism, where at most only two of the three can make it. Georgia towers over the SEC. We think Bama's down. If they beat USC, they're not getting in. You know, if Georgia beats LSU, they're not getting in. Hell, LSU may have a loss by September 10th after they play Florida State. It's not crazy. And if you're looking for value cactus.
Yeah. Value? I'm
Yes.
not doing that. We don't have the cactus with us.
All right.
I'm not going to go run and get it if you want.
No. That thing is Satan's spawn. I'm just making a point. Washington is super interesting.
And I would agree with you, except you talk cannibalism in college football. No conference is guilty of it more than the Pac-12. And I believe Washington goes to USC. It's just a gauntlet. There's as many as 6 teams that could win the Pac-12. Could they be one? Yes. Will they go unscathed? No.
Tennessee, they have Brew McCoy. They have Joe Milton. This is Joe Milton will lead the SEC in passing efficiency and explosive passing plays, but they don't have enough weapons outside of Brew. They will not win the SEC.
I am very, very negative about Tennessee this year. Look, Josh Heupel, that's all finesse. It's all timing. Hendon Hooker was fabulous. 3-step drop, balls out. 5-step drop, ball out. He's also mobile. You know what Milton's not? Mobile. You know what Milton's not? Accurate. You know what they don't have? A trio of NFL receivers. 2 of them are gone. I'm with this prediction. I don't buy Tennessee at all this year.
The system is how you get those yards. Who is the best passer in the SEC? I think the best quarterback is Daniels at LSU, but he's kind of a dual threat guy. Could Milton lead the SEC in passing yards in a system designed to just pour it on? Yeah, I think he could. I'll buy that more than you will.
Clemson. Good old Clemson. They say they failed to make the playoffs because of an opening weekend loss to Duke.
Oh, yeah. See, you're speaking I think Duke is sneaky. Mike Elko's a really good coach. Riley Leonard's the best quarterback that no one pays attention to. He's top 10 quarterback in all college football. But let's calm down. New OC at Clemson. I got to see what Garrett Riley brings to the table. That was TCU's offensive coordinator. I can't call for a loss. What are they, 14-point favorites in that game?
Probably. Yeah, sounds right.
So, Florida State, the team in the ACC as well, it says before they announce they're leaving to the Big Ten, Jordan Travis will earn an invite to the Heisman ceremony, and they will lose in the ACC championship game to Clemson.
They play him in the regular season in Death Valley. If they can get back to a rematch, I think they'd actually win that game. I buy the Travis stuff. He's got these big receivers, not just Keon Coleman, but who's
Johnny
the 6'7"
Wilson.
guy? Yeah, he's 6'7". They got
Transformers
targets
out there.
And they were a great offense a year ago. 10-win team. I'm high on the Seminoles.
They're plus 2,500 to win it all if you like them. If you're looking for a bomb play.
If you're looking for value.
Without the cactus, it doesn't matter. David.
Another team that is set to possibly make moves this year, but they predict that a loss in the opener to Florida State will prevent LSU from making the playoff. It says they will defeat Georgia in the SEC title game.
Yeah, but if you beat Georgia in the SEC title game,
would
I
think
feel
they make
like
the
you're going to the
playoffs.
playoff. Unless
Yes.
they're like a 2 or even 3-loss team. They go to Tuscaloosa. If they lose that game, I guess there's a case for it. You're high on LSU too, aren't you?
Yes. I'm openly admitting I did not think Brian Kelly made a lot of sense. He started doing the character acting like he was with the fake Southern accent. I go, what are we doing here? Then the weird dance videos. I'm like, oh boy. But you know what? Dude, he's built a roster. I'm going to be wrong. LSU, to me, that's the biggest threat to Georgia. And I don't know that they can get it done. I want to see Carson Beck before I go all in on the Bulldogs. But LSU's real, man. And they got depth, which is something a lot of teams don't have because of Rico's ridiculous transfer portal.
Michigan here, it says they're number 2. The Wolverines will not defend their title as Big Ten champs.
Oh, God.
Say
it again. Say that again.
They will not defend their title as Big Ten champs.
Oh, man. What a world.
Michigan will lose to Ohio State and be knocked out of the Big Ten title game.
Hands above the table.
I can't go there because I'm yet to see Ohio State's quarterback throw a single pass. It's just like what we're talking about with Georgia. Look, I know OSU probably has a good quarterback, and I know Carson Beck is probably pretty good for Georgia. But last I checked, not Carson Beck, but if it's Kyle McCord who wins this job, is it going to be an upgrade to C.J. Stroud? I can't go there. And their problem, you got to show me what your front seven looks like because Michigan has broken you. So I'm not picking against Michigan until they get got. I can't do that.
Michigan's bullied them. Took their lunch money in both venues. They bring back the whole offense, essentially. Quarterback, 2 running backs, the 2 pulling guards. Meanwhile, Ohio State is breaking in a new quarterback with 2 new tackles. Good luck.
So if you're paying attention out there, they say Wisconsin wins the Big Ten. They beat Ohio State.
Not Michigan.
So that's crazy.
Oddly specific.
And let me give you this. I'll just close it out here.
Oddly
for Kenny.
specific predictions is what he advertised today.
Yeah. Here you go, Kenny.
Hey, what do you got for Michigan State?
They're not in the top 25.
They didn't say top 100. They said top 25.
What about CMU?
Oh, Kenny, Georgia will be overtaken by Florida State for the number 1 recruiting class, but that will be their only loss of the season. They three-peat is what they say.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
I don't say it to bust Kenny's chops. That's not what I'm doing. I don't hate Georgia that way. A three-peat has not been accomplished in college football since Minnesota in the 30s.
Sounds a lot like what you were saying about going back to back.
For a reason, Kenny. It's really difficult to do.
We have a Bowers.
And you have 25 guys that you've sent to the pros the last 2 years. It's just hard to do.
The argument was last year. It's,
Well, no,
look at all the
no.
guys you sent to the pros.
Yeah, that was
That's
1
what
year.
we do. We're a machine. Get used to it.
Guy goes 40 years without winning a title. Has 2 good years. I got to listen to this.
Well, let me give you this part of it, Kenny. It does say that Bowers finishes 3rd in the Heisman vote.
Yeah, that makes sense. Tight end. I wouldn't expect him to win a Heisman.
Tight end's never won
yeah,
it, but
for
if
sure.
anyone does, it's him.
Yeah.
Kid's awesome. Kenny, don't you put something to the motivation angle? I know, Kirby Smart's speech on leadership, the cost of leadership. I get it.
Kirby Smart made them think they were underdogs last year against TCU. I think the motivation's going to be there.
Listen, there's some friends you don't want to root against their team. Kenny, you are not one of those.
Because you're a Michigan fan and you can't hang with Georgia. All right. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Costacholi on the golf course.
And that is,
Honey, did you forget your seat pad?
that is your college football blitz.